Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You have built a business you have always dreamed of. Vacation every 3 months. Working less than 4 hours a day. Or not even working at all. You're on the beach, sipping your favorite drink, watching the sunset. Wait, hold on for a second. Does that even feel real? Hell no, it doesn't. Now close your eyes for a second, but this time, picture your business. Picture the day-to-day chaos. Does it look more like this? Scrambled, messy, every day feels like a battle to fit the pieces together. If this feels resonated, you're not alone. And matter of fact, you're far from alone. Most business owners feel this way. Heck, I felt this too. But one day, something changed in me. One day I woke up and realized there's a lot more to building a business by just knowing how to do the work. And here is the thing. I know that you are feeling depressing right now because what I've said is something kind of a negative or maybe something depressing. But there is a good news. There is a way out. You can take control of your business and your life by focusing on just few critical things like time, money, teams and systems. But even focusing on fixing those things, there's one massive step that 70% of the business out there are not focusing. You know what it is? It's the lack of clear vision. I know that vision is something like a buzzword you always hear around from especially some famous gurus out there. But let me share you something with you. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision, said by Helen Keller. Pause this and let it sink in. How often do you actually stop and think about where you want to be in 3 to 5 years? I'm not talking about dreaming of luxury cars or private jets. Everyone dreams of it. I'm talking about really examining the things in your business where you want to be taking in your next 12 or 36 or even more months. Imagine this. A pilot for Canadian Airlines gets to the plane up to 30,000 feet and then tries to figure it out where to go. Or think about McDonald's. How often would you eat there if their menu and hours changed daily based on whatever ingredients they had on hand? Great companies already know who they are and where they're going all the time. And guess what? You should do. Start by asking yourself these 5 critical questions. Number 1, what product or services am I offering and why should they change? Number 2, who am I competing with? Number 3, does the market support my business model? Number 4, what are my profit margins? Number 5, what would my staffing look like in the future? Okay, you're feeling overwhelmed right now and back to square zero. I get it. And that's exactly what we have created something for you. The Profit Blueprint, Vision to Execution Framework. It's completely free to use. But let me warn you, just having the framework is not enough. It's like setting a New Year's resolution to lose weight, but by the end of the year, you have made 0 progress. Why? Because you didn't even break it down. Losing weight was the goal, but you didn't figure it out what to eat, how to exercise, how to create the calorie deficient. You didn't even have a blueprint, and that's why you failed. The same applies to your business. Without a clear vision and actionable blueprint, you will scramble endlessly trying to fit the puzzle together. So question is, are you ready to take your next steps? If this is yes, let's hop onto my computer and I'll show you how we have break down the structure for our company and how am I taking it to the next level so that you can do it for yourself. So this is your Profit Blueprint Vision to Execution Framework. It is divided into 4 sections. Section 1, 3 years vision plan. Section 2, 1 year breakthrough plan. Section 3, 90 days vital levels. Section 4, momentum framework, which is the forward plan. Now, I want you to take this framework, which is going to be available for you guys in the description down below. Hopefully you try to download it. If you have any problem during your download, try to comment onto the video so that we are being helpful for you guys as soon as possible. Now, the reason in the section 1, we have 3 years vision plan instead of 5 years plan or maybe 10 years plan is that this is my personal decision that I don't want to have a 5 years or 10 years vague plan rather than which is sitting somewhere and you don't feel the urgency. 3 years plan is something which scares the shit out of me and put ourselves in a position that there is a kind of an urgency request which we need to be completing. That's why I went with the 3 years vision plan. Now, given this questions, this might be troublemaking. It might be something, you cannot answer very quickly. You might take some time on it. Maybe I took personally about 1 week of completely time to fill up this all form. You might be different. Maybe you might be completing within 10 minutes. It's up to you. Every person is different from other person. But I want to clearly make sure that sit in a silent room or maybe somewhere outside and try to fill this form as you go, and make sure that have your copy of your Notion board every time you come in. Try to check it out every day, maybe every weekly. Try to check your goals every time, that are you going towards that direction or not. This has personally helped me. I hopefully it helps you guys as well. So for coming to some of the questions which I can answer is that, who are your ideal clients and how can you collaborate, or maybe who do you avoid working with? This is really important, that you need to understand that who are your ideal client avatars? Are you collaborators with them, or your partners, or maybe what you're gonna be doing? It's up to you. What are the best, this is the other negative question. This is usually the negative questions, I usually call them. Who do you avoid working with? So for us in Videowalla, we avoid working with real estate people. We only work with business owners and entrepreneurs, but in specific targets only. And some of the targets we avoid is restaurants. We avoid with real estate. It's nothing something personal with them. This is the categories we don't want to be working and want to be growing our business. This is something we have planned for us. So it might be something different for you guys. How has your business model evolved, and what new opportunities have you embraced? So is it your business model the same all the time after 3 years? Make sure that it's after the 3 years. It's not for today, not for tomorrow, or not for day after tomorrow. It's all about after the 3 years. How is your business model going to be looking like? What's your vision in your mind? What is it showcasing you? Make sure to answer truthful for yourself. Okay, have it changed. For us, it will be, not completely different. 90% or 80% gonna be very similar. We're gonna add some different products in our, that's how it's gonna be changing a business model. We not gonna go say something right now because it's something internal information, but hopefully you have something for your side. You have any innovative marketing strategies implemented, or has your brand transformed? For us, it is always implementing new strategies, because marketing is not always a straight linear path. It's always about the fluctuations, the dip happening. So we're gonna definitely include something. We have not yet completely 100% planned about it, but we have few things to do. But it might be something for you. So very similar. There are going to be different questions you're gonna be answering. Coming to the section two, it's a 1 year breakthrough plan. Over here, you're gonna find SMART goals. I think you guys have heard about the SMART goals, but for us, what we have decided, it's called as specific goals, measurable milestones, achievable steps, relevant alignments, and time frame. This is very important from us to 1 year back through. So once you have your 3 years vision, what would be your 1 year plan? Let's say 2025, what you need to be doing from X to Y by Z or something. What should be your specific goal? So you can change this thing, the specific goal, to, hey, by the end year, for us, Videowalla, is that to get 15 clients by the end of the year. Okay, how you gonna get it with the measurable milestone? What are the achievable steps by calling sales, closing more deals, at least minimum one and a half or two, close deals by the every month. That is what we need to do. Relevant alignments. It can be something which is related, what could be yours, and time frame. What should be the, is it in 1 year? Is it before 1 year? Is it something in 90 days, or something which you want to be urgency, you want to be putting up to yourself? And reflection questions you need to be answering. Are your goals aligned with your 3 years? That is really important. What key actionable steps makes you big impact? That needs to be answered. What challenges might you face and how you will be overcoming? And I'm pretty much sure that you need to identify the roadblocks, The more you identify something, the roadblocks, the better you get into your business. If you be blindfolded, you're never going to be crossing it. You need to understand it. Nothing is perfect in business. You're not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person. You need to identify your issues, your roadblocks, and make sure that you are able to dedicate that time so that you can complete it with a proper solution to it. Now, once you have your 1 year plan, what would be your 90 days? What is your quarter plan to it? Let's break it down. You have 4 quarters. How you're going to be doing it? So, what are your 90 days vital? What I mean by that is that every quarter needs to have at least five high quality goals or tasks needs to be completed. Why is this priority? You need to ask yourself. What would be the first action step you need to ask? Key outcome. Let's say for us, 90 days, within 90 days, we need to close at least 3 clients. Okay. Why it is in a priority for us? Because sales is the leading block to our business. Not only our business, but everybody. So, first actionable steps. What I need to do. Do I need a team member? Do I need something I can close it myself? If I need to close it myself, what should be the actionable steps? Is it my sales system been ready? That said, my SOP is ready, my sales script is ready. Am I cold calling? What am I doing? What I need to do? Any research I need to do? What needs to be done? What should be the key outcome? 3, close deals. So you're breaking down each and every vital into a little bit of more steps, so that would be really important. This is really important, a commitment for yourself with a signature and with a date. I like to put it up over here because you have made it a commitment and you need to be making sure that you're honoring yourself. Now, it gets more even tricky that people stop over here for the 90 days and they forget about it. So there's another plan which going, it's a more forward plan for each vital lever, what you have done, which is let's say level one for this one. What are the actionable steps? Even more deadline for you within, let's say, for a month, what you're going to be doing, what needs to be fixed, what are your potential challenges, what solutions you need to get, what is the deadline for this. For each lever, you need to have a proper breakdown of your solution over here in the forward plan. And once you identify your forward plan, once you have written it rather than saying it, I'm pretty much sure a lot of things might be clearing up in your space, what needs to be done. This is really important for you. For us, what we lack, what needs to be fixed. Maybe a team member needs to be fixed. Maybe, you know, our SOPs are not fixed. Maybe the client's onboarding process is not fixed. The client's welcome package is not fixed. So decide your high priority task and make sure to revisit every 90 days your vitals. That's how you're going to close 1 year of your breakdown. And this 1 year of compounding will lead to another year and finally 3 years vision. This is how you get 10x of your results with 2x of your input. And that's how your clarity becomes a proper blueprint of your roadmap. I hope this helps. I hope so you love this framework. And if you want to download this framework, which is completely free, it's available in the description. And make sure to comment towards this video if something is not working. We are happy to help you out in those terms.